Hey, what's up, guys? Another week of training here. So I only trained 3 days for this week. So again, that's due to circumstance. But anyways, no real loss here. I did the squat 285 by 5, 305 by 3, which are both PRs. Then 295 for 3 sets of 4, and 275 by 6, which is also, I believe, a PR for a rep range for 275. So no real loss here. So I was really pleased with that. But the back position was a little compromised during the sets, but I think nonetheless, just doing this one raw session for the squat was pretty fruitful because it was a definite improvement over the previous weeks. So, as long as I maintain some semblance of a good back position, then I'm pretty happy with it. But it's always a work in progress. But anyways, it was quite satisfying to improve on that squat session from the prior weeks, and of course did the little bench pyramid, 185 by 6, 205 by 2, 220 by 1, 185 by 5, 135 by 14. And only did one deadlift session this week. 495 for 6 singles. Picture here is the second single. And I did a pretty sloppy 405 by 6. I was in a hurry because I had to do something right after the session. But after I did a quick, also a bench pyramid, 185 by 5, 205 by 2, 220 by 1, 185 by 5, and 135 by 10. Then I had to quickly leave. And the squat session for the week was a designated quote-unquote deload period that's suggested by my good friend Matt Rodock. I mean, he wanted me to do less volume and less intensity, but the intensity was somewhat similar, but the volume was reduced drastically, about half. So again, that's a fair compromise, I think. Don't really like going too light on the squat days, but this is a very traditional type of deload that I do have prior to a equip meet. And again, still working on the back position, and I think it's getting better week to week because that's the main cue that I'm working on. Try to keep the back straight as possible. No matter how deep I go into the hole. So here's actually 405 by 6, so that's technically a PR with this designated suit bottom and knee wraps. I did do, I believe, 405 by 7 just in the wraps, my closer stance, but again, that's in the past. Just kind of trying to restart from here, and this is 430 by 5, which is also technically another PR because the prior week I did 425 by 5, and again, I think it was possible to do 430 that week, which was the prior week, but nonetheless, still a good squat session. And again, you see some kind of compromised position in the bottom of the squat for the last rep. But anyways, always a work in progress. So finish off the week with the board press. So last week I did a pretty pitiful 225 by 2 for just a single double because I was in a hurry, but managed to do 225, 2 sets of 4, and then 225 by 3, so a definite improvement, and I didn't have to use the wrist wraps. So that's it, guys, and stay tuned for the next week of training videos. Thanks. Bye.